And on that information front, when you're uploading information, you've got two ways. You can either manually add it, or you can, same thing, quickly just take a picture and your camera will scan it, and then it will capture that information. It will get it uploaded in there. So that's a really easy way of kind of making sure that as things change, that shifts. Another opportunity is, appointments. This is such a big part of caregiving. There's a lot of people often that you need to talk to, that you need to learn from, whether again, out at an organization or maybe inside the home. So in this case, we give the ability to just hook up to your calendar. So if you want to connect with your calendar, you can jump in, you can do that. It makes it really easy because then you can see, oh, I have an upcoming appointment with my cardiologist. You go to that meeting, and at that time, you get a little notification that pops up and says, you have a meeting right now with Dr. Carrie Hartman. Would you like to capture the information? And then that gives you the ability to go back to the beginning where we use and we run technology in the background and capture all the information. We summarize it, we parse it out into clear action items so people know, what are the next steps. And then we make it really easy for you to be able to care with your support network. So as care changes, you probably saw this, the notes piece in here. This is just a running log, but our goal was to give people the ability, as they're in here and they want to add some sort of notes, they can go in and it can be, had a great meeting. Next step is to meet in a month. And then you can capture that, and it's going to be under the respective, the current, whomever it is that you had the meeting with. And so it's a really easy way to go, okay, you know what? Every month I have a meeting with my cardiologist. I want to pull up all my notes around what those conversations look like. And so it makes it easy for tracking. It makes it easy for reference. We've had families use it, and if they want to upload any sort of documents, we've got this space. If you are thinking about, when I'm going to these conversations and these meetings and these appointments, a lot of times they're asking for, okay, what is your contact information? What's your insurance? Do you have any sort of power of attorney? Have you done a HIPAA release? All these different things. So having a document center where you can easily put this information and access it makes it really powerful. No matter where you are, it's right there at your fingertips. It's accessible. The same goes for any sort of, context that you want to be able to share. Maybe you're tracking, you had a fall and you had hip surgery, and you want to be able to go and see what your progress over time is with physical therapy. It's a really good place to be able to upload videos and pictures so you can see trend over time. How was Arthur doing last week versus how is he doing this week?
I like this. Pretty comprehensive.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of options here. We're trying to meet families where they're at. We know that, everyone's journey is kind of unique and different, and our end goal is really, if we can help people get organized. We've had a lot of families say, I feel completely scattered, or I am so lost, I don't know where to start. And I feel like I'm on this journey alone. Like it's just me. No one gets it. No one understands. And so with Innerhive, we really wanted to use technology as a way to kind of augment the network, to be able to provide families with the ability to focus their time on being present, on being with their loved ones. So they don't have to think about, okay, what was that conversation? It's right there. It's summarized. Here's clear next steps. They can very easily share it out with their support network and feel connected. So really that sense of having your information, the context at your fingertips, to feel informed and organized, to be able to move through, to make decisions, that's so powerful when you start to think about quality of life and care, especially as you move forward. A lot of times there's no shortage of decisions that families are constantly having to make, and it's much easier and more effective when you've got the critical context there. And then, of course, to feel connected and supported along the way is powerful. This is a largely just as much an emotional as it is a mental journey for both the person extending care and the person receiving care.